Hi, good afternoon, Sobat Stema. Welcome back to Stema TV. And for today, our guest is N. N, welcome to Stema TV. And we would like to thank you for coming here. And maybe as a start, maybe you can introduce yourself. So maybe a brief explanation about yourself is enough.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Anne. I graduated IB this year.
Okay. Right. So, N, so you experienced 3 years of IB, right?
Yes.
10 IB, 11 IB, and 12 IB.
Yes.
Now, I'm curious, why did you choose IB?
I at first I chose IB because I thought that it can help me apply to universities overseas easier.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that's not the case for every country.
Okay.
But then it still has its benefits though.
Right. Okay, so you say it still has its benefits. Now, what benefits do you think it is? I mean, what kind of changes did you experience throughout the IB?
I realized throughout learning the IB curriculum that it really helps you think. It really makes you think.
Mhm.
Like you think a lot. Like makes you really think outside the box.
Okay.
And like it doesn't really encourage you to memorize what's in the textbook. Instead, it also asks you to apply whatever you've studied from the textbook
Mhm.
to real life situations.
Right. Now, what do you think? How important is it that when you're studying something, it's also applicable? Why is it important?
Because I think that if you study everything in theory, there's no guarantee that it may help you in your workplace or like in your everyday life. Because knowing in theory doesn't equal to being able to apply it.
Okay. And in IB, let's say, you are forced to know how to apply it. Can we say it like that?
I guess you can say it like that,
Mm.
because in IB, at first, of course, you would need to learn your theories as a basis, but then it broadens and expands to the point where, you may realize that, I've studied this, and you found what you studied in your everyday life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, the first benefit that you said was that in IB you have to think a lot. It trains your thinking. Now, why do you think is the ability to think is an important thing to master?
I think that it's really important because the world that we live in is very complex, right? And like you can't really handle an issue or a problem or a challenge through one perspective. And as the IB curriculum allows you to learn different disciplines, it really helps you incorporate those different disciplines into your everyday life. See, and it also helps you like solve different issues that you may encounter.
Okay. All right. All right. So, what were the challenges when you were still in IB? What were the challenges that made you feel like, oh wow, this is difficult, this is challenging? What's the
I've encountered several of them throughout my years in IB. Some of them was that it's kind of hard for me to push myself to study all the time because like it gets tiring. At some point it will get tiring.
Of course.
And studying multiple disciplines, like it gets tiring if you push yourself to study all the time, and especially when you study different disciplines in depth, and it really pressures you to do well because like IB has its standards as well.
Okay, right. So it's quite challenging. It seems that it's really a bit stressful, so to say. So how did you cope with the challenges of IB? What are the things that you did to help you like cope with it?
So I have several activities outside of IB, outside of school. Several of them is dance and music. I play the violin as well.
Right.
It really helped me cope with the IB life because I get to meet other people that isn't related to academics.
Okay. Thank you for the honesty.
It's like dancing really takes my mind, puts my mind at ease, cause I don't really have to worry about my studies during my dance classes or when I was practicing, and also listening to music is also one of my favorite things to do. So it really helps put my mind at ease and calms me down at times.
Okay. Right. Maybe a bit off topic. You mentioned that dancing helps you to put your mind in ease, maybe forget about academics for a while, right? Are there any benefits that you gain from dancing, maybe?
In dance, I guess, so to say, you can say that if you memorize something, like, so to say, hafal mati
Okay.
in a book,
Yeah.
through a book, I think that limits you from, it also limits you from exploring more. And in dance, I guess you can say you can learn several ways to learn choreographies better, memorize them better. I guess it can really help in studying as well.
Right. I see. Okay. So the dance, it somehow relates to academic performance actually.
Yes.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's really a useful explanation for me. Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned that the IB is quite challenging and you experienced a lot of positive stress, so to say. Yeah. But can we say that the IB is challenging, but yet it's rewarding? Can we say that?
I guess you can say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because since IB has its own standards, doing well and achieving and going beyond that standard can have a very rewarding feeling to it.
Right. Okay. Do you feel great after graduating from IB? Do you feel that you become a better person?
So to say, yeah. I guess I can say that.
Okay. What's your favorite subject in IB?
My favorite subject?
Yeah.
I guess physics,
Hmm?
psychology, and TOK.
All right. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it. Okay. So Anne, what's next?
University, of
Alright.
course.
What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in security studies.
Can you repeat that, please? What?
Security studies.
Security studies.
Yep.
What is that?
Yeah, it's very unfamiliar term, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
So basically, it's a major where you learn about global security, risks, security and safety. Actually, like, it includes not only security issues such as terrorism and cybersecurity and all that, but you also learn potential harm to humans through unintentional things such as natural disasters, and how do you anticipate that? How do you manage the risks? How do you govern everything? Yeah.
Right.
It's interdisciplinary as well.
Okay. Why did you choose that?
You can say it's unique, yeah, and it caught my interest because it's very real, like, world focused. Like, it really focuses on the present while learning about the past, and how do you use the knowledge of the past in helping you solve current world issues.
Okay. Now, which IB subjects are the most related ones to your major?
First, you can say TOK,
Okay.
and psychology helps as well. And there are several physics, so to say, yeah. Because learning about risk, you also have to learn about engineering, like what risk do the machinery hold and stuff like that.
It's really a multidimensional major.
Yes, it is.
You have to know a lot of things.
Not in depth, but yes, we are encouraged to learn the basics of multiple disciplines.
All right. Okay. Well, I wish you the best for the university. It seems like
Thank
an
you.
interesting major. Okay, so, and we have the grade 11 and grade 12 IB right now, your juniors.
Mhm.
What are the things that you would like to say to them?
Don't put off your homework and your assignments, please.
Right. Okay. What's the danger of doing that?
It really stresses you out at the end because, like, since you are learning 6 subjects in
Mhm.
total, you have one big research paper or essays to do for each one, and if you put them off to the end, I can guarantee that it can really put you down.
Okay. I think that's a really good tip. And thank you again for coming today. I really appreciate it. Right, everyone, that's N. Thank you very much for watching Stema TV and see you next time. Bye, everyone.